And no, if you was on that rock after everything was done and we escaped, if you was the one waiting for me, you wouldn't wait for me. Remember that scene when she was waiting for him?
You mean at the end?
Yes, you wouldn't wait.
No. All right, poppin' people, we are here finally with the incredible, the sensual Miss Day Javuu. Welcome to the Miss Day Javuu.
Everybody, how you doing? It's the one and only Day Javuu. Yeah.
All right, people. So we just finished watching the what is it? The Gorge.
The Gorge. It's the Gorge.
The Gorge. Get it correct, Retro. The Gorge. And we're gonna do us a quick review about it. So first off, I want to say, what in the Pirates Caribbean, Yukon Skull Island, what in the Mist, what in the Jason Bourne Supremacy, what in the American Sniper, what in the Bonnie and Clyde did we just watch?
Yo, that was all genres in one.
I know. Wait, hold on. And what in the Resident Evil? Because I could have sworn I saw a bunch of movies all bulked into one.
When you think about it, it was just extraordinary. It was 2 hours and like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
It was just everything in one. And, you know, they don't have movies like that now.
Yeah, but, first of all, let me ask you this. 1 out of 10, what are you rating this film?
I give it a 10. It took my attention.
Popping hot?
Yeah, I didn't go on my phone. You know, when you watch a movie or watch a TV show nowadays, you usually be distracted with social media or just whatever. You usually be distracted. And this movie, the first 3 minutes.
So not only were you invested, you bought stocks, you bought bonds, you were bonding with this thing.
I bonded so well, I had to put you on.
Yes, people. This was her recommendation.
Yeah.
Us to watch. All right, so I will have to give this I give it a 7.5.
7? Come on.
Listen, I'll tell you why. To me, it was good. It was in the beginning portion. It was hot in the beginning. I was very invested.
Yes.
Going towards that third act, it kind of was a little bit going a little bit left and right and then left. I was swinging ways. And we're gonna go through some of the reasons why that was. Well, let's let people know a little bit what this is about.
Okay,
so
cool.
The cast of the Gore includes Miles Teller, who's Levi, and then we have Anya Taylor Joy, who plays Dacia,
whatever her name is. All right, boom.
And then we got Sigourney Weaver, the badass chick of them all. We know who she is.
Okay.
Who plays Bonathon? I don't know. Look, listen.
He plays Alien, the old school story.
The baddest ass motherfucking female in the movie
from
game.
her, you bitch.
Who's in this feature film. All right, so now back to what we're talking about. All right, so apparently this is some assassins or snipers.
Right. They got hired to do a job. They thought they were working for the government.
Yes. So they're working for the government, and they were sent to these places called the what is it? The Gorge?
They call it the Gorge.
The Gorge. It sounds suspenseful in the beginning, people, but for some reason, it wasn't even really, when you watch the rest of the film, it wasn't really about that tower, because we go other places, but it's about the Gorge. And the Gorge is it's like this place where you're supposed to keep it protected, where there's a big, how can we call this? I want to say gap.
It's like a opening of a gap. that was a community. It was
So there's a very large gap space. So it seemed like there was an earthquake that split part of this area. And there's a lot of fog down below, and there's something down there. And across from each part of the gaps, there are these two towers, part of this area.
Pause. Correction. That gap was there already. The earthquake triggered one of the bombs that released the gas.
Okay. But the main thing is that the whole point of it is that there are these towers across from these gaps, these gapped areas, where something down below from these mountain areas, there's something.
You're trying to keep them from coming out.
Exactly. So the Gorge Tower, which is just a place where the assassins, they rest and they have to watch. It's like a big watchtower filled with weapons. So that's where we're at, people. Now, there's a male assassin, a guy assassin, and there's a female assassin or sniper. They're really good at shooting.
Yeah, they're shooters.
Professional at what they do. Fine, great. They get lonely over the past few courses of the few months.
Because they can't have no contact. They can't have no contact with the world. They can't have contact with each other. They just have to do their duties until they get, what they call it, alleviated from the next person that's coming in.
First off, were they even getting paid? I don't even know if they were getting paid.
Yes, it was a contract, like a military contract. They never talked about the pay because they're used to doing jobs like that, but not like this one in particular.
All right, so over the course of the past few months, they get lonely, and there's this big gap between them. They're crossing each other. I mean, hey, why not? Like, let's talk to each other through cards with words on them, right?
And binoculars.
And binoculars. We have binoculars with us too, right? Yes, of course. And then the lady feels a little bit lonely over there, her side of this big, large gap. She feels lonely. So what does the guy do? Just being a man. Oh, you feel lonely? I'm gonna come over to your side.
See, okay, put a nail on that. Okay, all right. So the reason why he even felt compelled to go over to her side, even though they said it's restricted, you cannot do that, you cannot talk to nobody, because her father made a promise to her in the graveyard where they always looked up and was therapeutic about their day. He explained to her that it was his life on Valentine's Day, he was going to take his life. And she at first was like, no, but she totally understood. But they never got into the movie, but it's like, you understand when you watch it. So it goes into months of them being at the Gorge and their separate towers. And then one day when he put on his binoculars and he decides to look across, like, what's some creep shit? Guys,
pervert, yeah.
Imagine
mind his business.
Right. He see her crying, and she put on a big paper and wrote with a marker saying, "Today is not a good day for me. I wish somebody could be with me today or right now," right? Something like that.
Yes.
This guy had the brightest idea, y'all. Like,
very bright.
He took one of the bazookas.
Oh.
Man made a whole, what would you call it? What he made?
Let's not even tell. Let's let the audience watch for themselves. The bottom line is he found a way to get across this big ass gap to the other.
It was a big ass gap
where the other tower was. All for the cause of love. You see what we do for you, ladies? You see
what the ladies do for the guy? She loved that man, but we gonna.
All she said is, "I feel lonely." This man wanted to play motherfucking hero. I wasn't gonna say Captain Saberhole, but she ain't no hoe.
Yeah,
she wanted to play a hero and go all the way over there just to keep her company.
Yeah.
And obviously, we know what happens after that. They get it on a little bit, and then he was to toot his way back, but one of these little creatures that made their way up the fucking other side of the mountain and exploded some type of bomb that rips his rope apart, that makes him fall into the big gap.
You know what she did for love. Guess y'all just take.
Was it love or was she just like shocked?
I think it was the fact that she couldn't bear losing somebody too, and letting them die because she did it for her dad. So she was like, "I'm not gonna lose you. All we got is each other. I'm going in."
Okay. And people, this is where it gets wacky. this is where it gets, in my
I don't
opinion.
think so. I love it. I love this part because this is where
This
you
is
see
where
the
it got very King Kong Skull Island, very Pirates of the Caribbean, very Jason Bourne. Like, oh my God, we went. I don't even want to describe these creatures for you because I want to spoil it for you guys. But I think it's something that if you are into conspiracies, if you like action,
exactly.
if you like horror, this has a little
Exactly.
bit of everything in there.
Yeah. And suspense because
And
you wouldn't think.
all right, yeah, I will say that. There's a few times I did get a little shocked.
Yeah, I was like, hold on.
A little jump. I jumped just a little bit, a few centimeters. I jumped. You feel me?
No,
But-
you jumped like 3 times.
But ultimately, look, I would say this: watch it. This is a movie I think is good to watch with a friend, not by yourself. I think you'll enjoy it more with somebody to watch it with.
If you're the type of parents, peoples that like to close your kids' eyes, then it's not. They're not dragging out nothing sexual. That's one thing that I admire because I cringe watching a love scene now. I just get to the point, get me excited, and play. I think you could watch it with family, don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah, you can watch it with family.
You can.
Yeah, I think because I think when it went down below, yeah, you could, yeah.
Yeah, you can because it wasn't no blood. That's one thing I could say.
So we're gonna call this a family movie.
Well, they don't have to prep talk for kids before they turn it on. Make them see the trailer first.
The Gorge is a family movie. It's official.
Yeah, it's official. I love the Gorge. It kept my attention. One thing I could say, people, it kept my attention. Retro, what do you think? You think that this movie didn't take your attention away? You didn't go on your phone? You didn't text somebody?
I will give you that. That's why I'm saying it's good, because I was very invested. I just got a little uninvested, but still invested. It just got a little cheesy towards the end.
I mean, love is cheesy.
Let me see. If I was there for 4 months, would I want to? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Would I want to go over to the other side? Yeah, but I mean, after seeing some creatures coming up like that, nah, I ain't doing all that.
You ain't going over there for nothing.
But you see what we do for you, ladies? We will risk our lives.
All I know is if you watch it with your partner or on a first date, you probably could have a good first kiss.
Now it's a romance, people.
It is romance, and then they ended with a kiss.
All right, so if you want a little action romance, I ain't gonna lie, because when he did crossover, I'm like, yo, you gonna give him a kiss? No, she's like, nah, shower first. I'm like, yo, I came all the way over here to see you. At least I can get a kiss.
He said shower first. That's good.
I mean, I feel you, but damn, like, you know what I'm saying?
I told you, her birthday, they showed you her birthday in the show, but they never showed you a date. So this character, the female character, could be a possible Sagittarius or Scorpio.
You're talking about Jordan, the
girl, the female.
The Rasa.
Yeah, the Rasa.
The Rasa is her name. Okay.
So, there you go. I asked the Sagittarius or Scorpion. So those are both strong signs. They love their freedom and they love to be in control.
Okay, let's get a little bit more in depth about what happened down there in the fog. So there's a corporation called the Dark Lake, who I guess what happened originally is sometime around 1946 or around the World War, there was some biochemicals that they were testing in this particular
and make super
area.
soldiers.
Yeah, and there was an earthquake that caused, I guess, some stuff to malfunction and caused the virus or the chemicals to get out and started affecting people in that area. And it got into so the fog that we were seeing there is what's actually contaminated. And if you stay there too long, you have to wait a few days to find out. I think approximately 7 days, right, to find out if you're contaminated or not.
Yeah, you have to quarantine. Yeah.
So you can't stay in this fog too long. The parts that tripped me out a little bit is that tank. I mean, look, I've seen some strong cars, but that car, they don't make cars like that anymore.
Don't doubt the movie.
Yeah, okay, but come on now. Come on.
I
Really?
love that part. That part was good too, when they're shooting, working as a
That is so
team.
telling people, look,
Because they love each other. Look what she did for him. Oh my God.
cars in the 1950s to the 1940s were made way better than the cars now, because there ain't no car going up no mountain like that.
Yeah.
And back to what you're saying in reference to love, I can't say, I don't know, fellas.
Listen, she waited for that man. She waited for that man at that rock, the cross. She waited for that. Retro. You wouldn't do that for love if it was you. You wouldn't wait for me.
But you made it, all right, so like you're saying if you was on the other side of that, the gap?
And no, if you was on that rock after everything was done and we escaped, if you was the one waiting for me, you wouldn't wait for me? Remember that scene when she was waiting for him?
You mean at the end?
Yes. You wouldn't wait?
No.
Nah, I would
You're
wait.
the reason I got messed up in the first place.
I will wait. And then he left her a note.
If we all minded our business, that would have never happened. We would have eventually went home. Well, technically, no. We know why. I don't want to people, but they probably wouldn't have went home. But
no, they have to do that. Love conquers all.
Yes, and love will also get you killed. That's the ball we learn, people. Love
Literally
will
don't
kill.
die.
Huh?
When you die, you really don't die.
So we want to die with love?
I mean, you came in with love.
Not all of us. Some of us came here out of the woodwork. Some of us were like put on this planet, you know what I'm saying?
And God bless the child that got his own.
You know? Some of our parents just had, had a little time.
Oh, man.
And then we just here rocking it. But no, okay. It's a good movie. I wouldn't say it's popping, but it definitely was a good movie. If this is one of those movies where it's entertaining if you watch it with somebody else. I don't think watching this by yourself it's that entertaining. But
I watched it by myself and I loved it.
Yeah, I was watching it when it was actually fun, but watching this by myself, I don't know.
I loved it.
After seeing that third act, I would have been like, "What the are y'all doing?"
I loved it. Retro, you don't know what you're talking about. You know you loved it.
Talking about. It was okay.
Still love it.
It was okay. No, it was alright. But
yeah.
Towards the end, when we started finding out what these things are, I'm just like, wait, what? I'm thinking, horses running around and shit. I'm like,
that's how big the place was.
Yeah. All right, cool. So this is our popping review, people. Stay tuned for more. And you're gonna see, Miss Day Javuu, she was officially in the building.
Yes. I can't wait to come out more and talk about more things that people are watching. Get engaged with the wave.
There we go. All right, thank you, people. We'll catch you soon.
Have a good night.